Hey there, everybody. Welcome to quarterfinals match of the Friendly Mix tournament here with S_Smart. The S secretly stands for something. So the style of this is first to 2.5, but if you both have 2.5, you play until someone wins. A game outright, it doesn't have the tie goes to second player win thing that some of our single elimination tournaments have. You have to play till someone wins a game outright. Anyway, that's neither here nor there at this point. Let's look at the board. So there's junk, draw stuff, villages. Not a lot of like payload stuff, but obviously lots of alt VP. But yeah, the payload is a little lacking. But there is plus buy and draw, so you can just at the very least have a bunch of draw and like golds in addition to like some farmers markets. So the main question is now you get there, whether you open with the temple. You could go temple silver, or you could go like farmers market hideout, I guess. Possible openings. I'm gonna go with the silver temple, I think. I'm not seeing any way to, I mean, you can, I guess, zombie spy a village green. There's advisor village green has some interactions. So that may come into play, but it's not, I don't know, it's not like that powerful of an interaction anyway. He drew temple with 3 coppers, which is unlucky for him. My silver bottom deck, which is unlucky for me, but not as bad as this, probably. It's not like buying a 5 is like that important. I'm not sure what's gonna cause you to like ramp up really quickly here. For me to try to figure out what to buy next. Certainly trashing is fine. As far as getting your deck up to speed quickly. Groundskeepers, of course, are quite good. So you want to, you want to build to having a few goals, and then maybe, I don't know, around $10 is okay to double 5. You can go a little higher. 14's not bad either. I mean, anything from like 10 to 14 is not bad, depending on, you have 3 buys, depending on what you want. This is just going to be another silver for me at this point. He messengers me another hideout, which I'm fine with. I could even already go for the farmer's market, right? And I mean, the hideouts. I mean, I'm gonna probably be okay as far as terminals. I'm not really worried about the temple pile at any point as far as getting these points. Doesn't look that. I guess one cute thing you can do One cute thing you can do is you can messenger temples, I guess, and yours comes with points and theirs doesn't. That is one thing. I don't know if it's worth going for, but it is a thing. Any draw. This is not like ideal. This hand. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, that's kind of funny. You can buy the messenger and give them a pointless temple. So you also have to take a temple yourself, which you may not really want. At that point, labs and advisors are good. You had a lot of money there. We do know that there's another hideout in here, so this isn't really risky. So the only question for me now, actually, let's do it. Let's do the temple thing. Get a sleigh. I may have been wrong. But so be it. This could go bad. Get another laboratory? I mean, if I had 8, I would go like Advisor Village Green. 7, I'm not sure. I get enough out of it. I guess this turn I'll have 8. He's getting more labs. That's fine. Like the lab split, not a thing here. It doesn't matter. What's left? There's silver. Silver Copper Temple. Playing the other farmer's market isn't that good this turn. Be honest. Oh, Slay. I don't even know if there's a copper. I don't know what's in there. Definitely a sleigh. Definitely a sleigh and a temple. There was in there. Need to. I would actually, if I could control it, would rather he take the VP. I still have not played this sleigh. Which is kind of funny. I mean, I haven't even seen it in my hand yet, which is super funny. So there's an advisor down here, advisor sleigh, and I guess a silver. I don't know if I ever bought the second silver to be. Yeah, I must have, right? So it's not like the best hand in the world. The advisor's fine, but I need to figure out. I need to get better cash. I don't think I need a copper. I'll probably go down to one hideout. Maybe I won't have the actions, but no, I'll be okay for a turn. I wish I had 2 farmers markets still. I would take the 3 and the 4, or the 2 and the 3, I guess. I guess I can still get the 4. I need a gold, to be honest. He doesn't have that much money. Well, yeah. Okay, amount. Okay. Yeah, this is sort of a problem. I'm gonna get the farmers market points again. I don't really want them that much. I mean, the only nice thing here is that maybe we get to a pile out. Oh, never mind. Yeah, if we go towards a pile out, then I'm okay, or I'm in a better spot right now. I guess we can get necromancers too. Giving him the 3/4s on the farmers market plays, like I'm gonna get the 1/2, and then if he had the second farmers market, he can do the 3/4s. That's gonna be kind of bad. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to fix that parity, either by not playing one this turn or something, because I mean, I guess it's gonna get off eventually, but well, it depends on the number each of us keep having, but like I can't get $3 from mine while he gets $7 from his. That's not gonna work out for me. Gives me a temple, okay. That's fine. I don't know. know what was going on there, but they get another laboratory, which I'm not convinced is all that great. Still, I haven't been able to find the advisors, which has been a little annoying. This doesn't matter. What he picks here doesn't. I don't know. Choose that. They didn't replace their farmers market though, so they only get the 3 if I play it. I gotta see my money here. 8, 10, 13 potentially. So I would at least get the 4. 13 could be like Village Green Necromancer Lab. Um, 11 could be Village Green Necromancer Farmers Market with the sleighs. That's also a possibility. Or like double Village Green. It does give him less. I won't be able to play all that stuff though. I just straight up won't be able to. I'm gonna try this one. I guess with more buys, we could do a few other different things too. I feel better about it having top deck the laboratory. I think he's overdrawn without, having any gain in play to do. He has like 5 of the labs. So he's still holding a lab on top of like a village green and a hideout. So it's like overdrawing by like 4 cards or something. Like way too much. Didn't really increase economy at all last turn. I guess I got another messenger. I don't know if that counts or not, but I mean it does. It's a little more money. Like this unplayed card is a lab though, which is not that good. It's a little weird. A double copper buy is a bit strange to me, but okay. Okay. I play this, then I play this as a thingy. I get it's like a +4 VP thing. That seems okay. Now I gotta look at money to see if we play this Slayer the other thing. So we have 13 or 14. Which could be probably start on the grounds, maybe another gold. Like gold groundskeeper or gold village green advisor would be okay. That's 14 though. And 13. It's not like super clear that I need another gold at all. What would the 7 gold village green farmers market? Probably not. This could be now the question is, do I buy copper? Or do I again just be short All right, this is a good opening hand. He of course will still have super overdraw. I'm pretty set on economy. I'm going to want to switch to groundskeepers. Some necromancers can boost economy a little bit. I don't know. It wouldn't have been crazy to go for groundskeeper. Messenger does a cute trick also with groundskeeper in estates because like they don't get the points, or they don't get groundskeeper points for the like the estate you give them. It also doesn't. It might matter in like a pilot situation, but it's really the only place where it's likely to matter. The ideal advisor reveal is actually like 2 village greens, but I don't have anywhere close to the number of village greens to like expect that. But it would be pretty funny. This draw, well, okay, there's like a limit to how sad this turn can be because I'm already getting more cards, but this is actually not, well, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we want to toss, right? Because the lab is. We'd rather have the lab be in the shuffle. Okay. We can trash a silver, it's okay. Alright, so that didn't. Well, we still got quite a bit of the payload down. I believe the bottom card is Village Green. Maybe? No. It's not. It's like a lab? Maybe it's a lab. Did they buy last time? They get a gold. Necromancer. They can't play all their terminals. so that one of the messengers isn't going to get played. It's a lot of money. I guess I'm going to score 4 points again on my turn, which is fine. Just fine, basically. It's not that good, but I guess triple groundskeeper. Okay, it was a lab. Let's get double village green reveal. Okay. This is still okay, because like normally you'd probably want to deny the advisor. Oh, you can still deny the advisor. Yeah, you can see how well I understand the may come a point where we want to, I guess I just don't have enough draw. Well, as long as I get 10, it's not a big deal. I don't think. What's left? There's a lab down it. Let's just leave it. I think it's okay. Maybe play one of these. Do I want to buy a copper? Surely the coppers are just like terrible. Let's keep doing it. We are now getting quite a few sets of piles low. I guess the nice thing going for me right now is just that I have full points lead. And I don't know that my deck really does less economy, just you got the upsides on the farmer's market the last turn. Like if he plays a couple farmer's markets here, then I'm still making quite a bit of money. And also I'm getting another 4 points. If he takes like 3 groundskeepers, I might is $20 though. He takes 3 5s. There are other things he could lower that could make it easier too. I do have 3 horses right now, so a little bit of stored up draw. This is gonna take forever, this match. Right, they did go with the 555. So I don't know if they concluded that I didn't have $20, which could very well be true. Or what? But this is pretty reasonable reveal. A pretty okay reveal. How much money do I have? I have 2 golds, just one. 2 golds, silver, coppers. That's 9. I'm not gonna make $11 off the other stuff. Not 11. I don't know, does he have the buys to like empty files? It's me. Well, okay, so 11. I do have a lot of farmers markets. 4, 3. I can get. There's no economy in here. It's just draw. 2 labs. What's in the trash? If there is a. So it's like. I guess I should check at 10, 9, 6. Would empty. I'll get 4, 1, 2. Which is like not 7, 9. It's a couple bucks short. Better play this top deck laboratory. I guess I could take as many estates as is humanly possible here. That's a possibility. How many is that? I can also like. So if I take all the estates and his groundskeepers are just like really bad. The question is mostly just like how long. Like I can literally empty the estates, I think. he would have to get duchies to catch me. What would that? So that would score set 6 times 3, 8, or 6 times 4 actually, 24. We get a point. It would just be a question of how long then does it take me to empty these 2 5s, or, you know, whatever other combination of things. His duchies are worth a lot. I mean, 9-point duchies, but he can pick up two or 3 of them at a time. Probably 3 of them at a time. Something like that. I don't know how much money I had left. Maybe it would have been better to leave one estate and buy a lab. I could be convinced of that. You'll probably get 2 turns. I mean, I'm not very likely to hit. Well, I guess it depends on what he does with the farmers markets, but so he can score 27. I mean, he can get. Well, and he may opt to go for a province. He can get very close to me. I don't know how much overdraw he had. Any this particular turn. There's some mountain pass could throw a wrench in it. Depending. Looking at the scores now, I think I probably should have. Well, I didn't know how much money I had left when I bought the last estate. I don't know if I had $5 or not. How much money did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 17. So I bought 4. I mean, I essentially played for both. I guess I had 3 left at the end. Yeah, so I could have bought a 5. If I had bought a lab rather than. How many points is Mountain Pass? +8. Yeah. This will be interesting bidding. Be sure. Yeah, probably if I take a lab, I would have 4 fewer points, or even a estate. I mean, that would have given some other options to him. I'm not sure I can even really bid very much. Because I don't really, obviously my deck's much worse. I don't know if it's quite to the the situation where I have to win now or I lose for sure, but it'll just be a point behind. He gets another turn. Like, let's say I bid, I mean, I don't know what he's gonna bid, but probably gonna lose. Well, depends on what he. I do get the $4 farmers market, potentially the VP, which could matter. Might have bid 10. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because, like, he could take the thing from. I mean, I could. In theory, I could get 10 this very turn, depending on what here I have at the top of my deck. What would be really funny is if I get to a point where I, like, have to play. Hideout and like after trash an estate, like somehow that point, like I can't do it because that point swing will be losing for me or something. 10 may be too much. Like I may just not be able to realistically pay that back and end the game. You probably should just let me take it. Like I probably should have bid 0 and just hoped I could go out this turn. I mean, the upside, of course, is that like as he greens, his deck will struggle a little bit, but so like if he has to get duchies, then where he ends up in that situation isn't totally clear. He should deny the necromancer. I think. I don't know. It's not totally clear to me. But I think deny the necromancer. Yeah. Well, I did get 10. If I had bid 0, I would have won right away. Do I want to give him the 4 VP? Guess not. Okay. Would have been nice to find another village green first to get this sleigh played, but whatever. There's a bunch of estates. I didn't draw that many of the estates, so these bottom 14 cards are going to be garbage. Super garbage. But maybe I can get A5. He's either stopping here. Well, he hasn't discarded anything, so I'm assuming he just doesn't have any more draw. So we only got 3 of the groundskeepers in play. That's nice for me. He did discard his deck, which I don't know if that's right, given that there were. Well, they're just 2 labs, I guess. I don't know how many cards it was now. It probably was right. Feel like Province Advisor. You really don't want to. You can go double duchy, though it makes your odds of dudding a little higher. This is probably just a bunch of junk. Ooh, look, I did get the double village green. It still doesn't work, but you know. It feels nice. This wasn't really that bad. Or got lucky. One of those things. Okay. Well, I have a bunch of the estates. There's quite a bit of draw. He's not so far now from catching me in points, though he could dud pretty easily. This is short by 2, so I could draw on any of Necromancer Gold. Let's draw on one. Yeah. Like Estate Slay wouldn't have worked. But there were a few outs. Golds in the Necromancer. So, I don't know. It seemed worth it, but. Alright, well, that took a hot minute. Hopefully, the rest don't take that long. Here we have Tower, Triumphal Arc. 5-2 is okay, I think. I don't know. I like Falconer, but they may take some dual type things. It's different. Well, there aren't really that many dual type tower or nobles. I mean, I probably open Falconer. I don't know what else to open. You could just open Forge or nothing, I guess. 5-2 actually is pretty bad. now I'm really looking at it, but it's workable. It's not like losing. I think you'd rather have the 3-4. You can try and do the Rat's Tower pile out, I guess. Maybe. Not impossible for that to come up. I don't know what our other piles would be, but maybe if at some point nobles are gone or something, could happen. I think it's fine to play with rats here. There's Grave Robber synergy and some various things you can do with them. So I guess you could do camel train stuff. I don't think the farmer's market matters so much here this time. I think you're gaining stuff more than you are buying it. The open forager. Which I think is totally good. Forager experiment, forager silver. I don't know. Probably just buy rats. I don't know. Rats are cool. I think they're cool. Ooh. Okay. Well, this changes the. He bought a Lost City already. That is very early, in my opinion, given that you have no terminals thus far. I would really rather not draw the Falconer on this hand, to be honest. I'm not getting anything out of the put into hand aspect of it unless I like the only reason why I was doing that is if I play silver and buy it. But I think I want to get the rats. So I'm just gonna end up with like 2 3s. Ideal was buy rats, like get a Reef Robber maybe. We can do this though. Just get a lot of experiments. Play that, be like the Lost City here, okay, fine. You drew 2 cards. Can't use the village yet. I do love Falconer. Falconer is like super fun. That's a Falconer. Too bad I didn't have my Falconer, right? This was a bad draw. To be sure. Maybe I should have taken a forager my other turn, I don't know. Look at all these points I have. From the Triumphal Arc. 6 whole points. Man, if I had had the Falconer in hand and I'd been able to gain Experiment to hand, that would have been sweet. Maybe drawn around to it again. That's a bit of a stretch, but. Why is an experiment? Yeah, I think I want the rats in the shuffle. Well, let me think. 100% clear. Maybe not this shuffle. These could be sad. Maybe he'll gain a multi-type. What are the options for that? They're like almost none that he's very likely to gain. This guy or this guy. This is just not gonna happen. Gains a farmer's market. No one saw it coming. I don't even know now. I will take it. I will 100% take that. For sure. Okay, so if we can draw, we gotta just trash this Rats, right? I mean, we gotta do it. And I'm thinking about buying a Nobles. Well, no, or gaining a Nobles. I'm thinking about it. It could backfire on me. I could go double Lost City. It's like when do you want to gain the Nobles? Like at what point do you know that you want the Nobles versus the other stuff? Okay, he didn't have the thing. Alright, I want a Lost City. So he didn't have the Falconer. I'm happy about. They've drawn deck though. They had to burn some experiments, but they've drawn deck. It looks like they didn't find. Looks like they did not find Falconer, so we'll avoid multi-types on our next turn. As you know, if we draw our Falconer, or I'm sorry, that doesn't matter. We'll just avoid multi-types on our turn. To the best of our ability. Get the experiments. Experiments, great. Guess I'm gonna be the first person to introduce a copper to the trash. Do I want to buy a Lost City or do I just want to hit these experiments? What is the play? I kind of like just having the experiments. We're gonna do gain and play mostly. We want to. I mean, I guess buying a Lost City is okay. But look, our scores went up. Oh, our scores went down. He's just thinner than I am, because like I just my trashes are not from Forager. Well, 2 of them are, I guess. Now maybe he's not that much thinner. He's a little bit thinner. I just feel cool. I feel good because I have the rats thing, and I think that's gonna work pretty well here for quite a while. No, I think I'm gonna be able to gain like 2 or 3 5s and 6s on my next turn. Well, that might be exaggerating, but possible. The idea would be to chain some grave robbers. They gain a camel train, which well, this is nice to get a Lost City right off it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Get another Falconer. Okay. Ooh, this is not good. This is gonna put a real cramp on my style. I needed to find the experiment, but so this is not very good. Just like a bunch of experiments down here. I can always hold out hope of doing the rats pile out, of course. There is that possibility. Yeah, this isn't great. He might be able to react to this. He may just get a whole bunch of Lost Cities next turn. Camel Train cannot do victories. It cannot do nobles. That could be trouble. Okay, he didn't have either Falconer, so I was lucky in that respect. They have, well, I don't know if it's overdraw right now, actually. I was gonna say they're overdrawing again, but maybe that's not true. Camel Train could be nice just for pile control. And gold maybe is not that bad. I don't know. It's not really jive with my deck. Could take the farmer's market points, maybe. Maybe I should have in a farmer. Well, He might take the farmer's market points. Until I'm doing gameplay, my deck looks pretty stupid, and it may look stupid even once I'm doing gameplay. But until I'm doing that, it certainly looks pretty weak. And I didn't get to do it last turn because well, just because I don't have enough stuff yet, basically. But it was possible under certain draws for me to be able to do some gain and play stuff, but not if I had to play the nobles for or terminally right at the beginning. I guess he might be able to just empty the lost cities now. I don't know if he has that much money, but could maybe get close to that. If I do get Falconer activation, I'm not actually totally sure what the most exciting thing for me to gain is. It may very well be just overdraw, which would be experiment. Probably what I want to gain is going to be at least somewhat dependent on what's left in the so he's going to empty the lost cities. So I'm going to have to do everything on nobles. Oh, he didn't empty the lost cities. Okay. Well, that'll help a little bit. Can I pile? Probably not. I'm going to have to return too many experiments. Right. So I'll for sure get a lost city and then I guess as many nobles. And grave robbers, I mean, the idea would be doing some nobles grave robber chaining to the degree possible. Which is somewhat limited. That's the last card. There are 8 coppers running around. So it's a copper. Like if I get silver from I probably should have played that other rats. Maybe I can draw it anyway. Oh, but I don't have the money then. No, wait. Yeah, I don't have the Falconer's gonna have to get silver. Well, it depends on exactly what I decide to do, but Falconer gets silver. I'm really pretty low on fuel, aren't I? My deck is small. I could go double Falconer. He's gonna have a bunch of money next turn. He has 3 golds and 30 lost cities. He can just start buying provinces. So get a Falconer, activate this thing. It would be interesting if we could get to a point where the experiments were gone, but I just don't think it's possible. Where the experiments were gone and I drew deck and could do the rats pile out, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I can maybe do like half of them or something, around half of them, but unless they're pretty low at the end of his turn, I don't think it's gonna happen. Did they stop? They dud? Wow. Yeah, I mean, like if they buy a bunch of experiments. Or if like a forager play, I could get up to 3 so that it was another buy at the end of the turn on top of the Falconers. I don't know. They'd have to be low. You'd have to buy some right now. Because then I can gain a rats. I can get a second rats. I only have 1 in deck, but I can get a second one from the trash and do the rats pile out. But I don't know that I can do it and empty the experiments. That seems hard. Unless they're just incredibly low already. Like if he like leaves like 1 left, 2 left, or wouldn't be 2 of course. He left like 3 or something. Then maybe. I can't, for instance, I'm not going to be able to empty the nobles. Or the farmers markets or whatever other thing. Not even like the camel trains. Even though they chain a little bit, I'm not going to have the actions for them. And he must just have a bunch of golds in hand, right? Because he like bottom decked a couple lost cities, 2 or 3. And I suppose a falconer, otherwise I guessed he would have played it too. They bought nobles. They exiled 2 experiments. I hope they buy experiments. I'm gonna assume they do with the camel trains. So I may get it. I wonder if I was more likely to get it if I bought a nobles. Okay. This is gonna be something. For sure. Can we quad nobles? No. Cannot. I mean, okay, so like 1 experiment play is like pretty safe. More is now. I mean, obviously I have to do more. It's too bad there's not a gold in the trash. Farmer's market could potentially give the money. So one. Basically, I can play 2 more experiments. If all the falconers go to experiment, grave robber goes 1 to experiment, and then 1 grave robber goes to a rat's gain, 1 grave robber goes to gaining another set of experiments. 2 falconer plays go to that. That would win. If I can draw, if 2 experiments is enough to draw. So I guess 2 is okay. And then we can evaluate where we are at. I mean, I guess this is just it. Or close enough to being just it.
I wonder if there'll be some issue drawing through the experiments. 2 of them are in hand, so that's not too bad. Okay. And there's no way I'm gonna have $3 left. Can I draw through 4 cards? Like barely? Maybe it doesn't work. It might be. I might be game shy. Or not a game, but like a card shy. If there was borrow, I could do it. So Forager could make the cash up so that we could get to a 4th one. And we could play another experiment. We could play another 2 experiments. So then that begs the question, is there some trickery that can be done to substitute one of the gains? We can get sort of close to doing the nobles pile out. Not really. So like just the $3 isn't going to be there. So the grave robber gain rats. We could still empty the rats, I guess. If there was a way to activate one of the falconers during this process, but I don't think that works. Maybe Forager to Falconer works. Maybe that gives us back the action so that we can play both the nobles. For cards. I don't know if this works or not. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And in fact, this is like worse. It's not gonna work. It's not really worse, they both just don't work. This last card is an experiment. Or no, it isn't. What is it? Maybe it is an experiment. Yeah, it must be an experiment. There's like one draw shy. There maybe is a way to do it. But whatever it was, I didn't find it. So now I need to actually... Well, now I just lowered stuff too much. There's a way to have the Falconer in hand, like experiment on top. Why play? That did not work. Did not. And it's even worse next turn now, I think. Maybe not even worse, maybe just roughly the same. Can he get 4 nobles? Probably not. Maybe empty something else. I don't even know if they have draw. There's probably a way to win from my deck. Somebody can puzzle it out. I didn't find it. I wonder if they can empty the camel trains. That seems feasible. They're not going to have $24. Even with gaining 2 farmers markets, I don't think. That's just like silvers. Man. I was so close to having the The bad thing will be that when I do the rats pile out, I will be losing a bunch of triumphal arc points. So that's not so good. They're going for the rats pile out. They're stealing a page from my book. Are they like totally sure that? I guess it has to. Like, how is it not going? I mean, you have to start trashing experiments. Don't you? Maybe he has enough non-experiment things. So far, he's definitely not trashing experiments, so that looks like he's probably going to get there. The real secret was not to start the rats thing. Maybe you never know. But maybe he wouldn't have seen it. I don't know what I would have done on my turn. I mean, he would have still been able to. I didn't have to take all the experiments, obviously. That would have been one thing. But he could have, I think, gotten those. Well, maybe not. I don't know what he would have done. I mean, he could have double province, and I don't know that I don't know the pile out on my turn then would have been, sufficient. I guess the advantage I would have been able to grave rob stuff into like nobles to score a little more. For instance, I don't know. 4-3 would be not a lot nicer. You could do Silk Merchant Temple. Yeah, so I guess the piles are gonna fly, and then paddocks will be villages probably. At some point, destriers can go quick. Cavalries and silk merchants can go quickly. Think of an open temple. Is Changeling gonna ask us because of Basilica every time? Man. She'd never exchange. I don't think that's the play here, but yeah, if I had 4-3, I'd go Silk Merchant Temple. I think I'm gonna go Silver Temple. That could be bad. Not as good, rather. Not that worried about Basilica points, though. As the piles fly, it could matter. Could just ignore Temple and just be all about buy and draw, which isn't crazy at all. Yeah, here's the 4-3. This is easy. Like, it's the easy open, I think. I mean, it's not not that uncommon to want to do the double 4 with the 4-3 Silk Merchant thing. I'm gonna go Paddock here. I think it's nice with Destrier. May let you get some Basilica off Destrier. And I think it's just a reasonable card for this particular board. Hopefully I get a copper with my temple. I mean, if it's not bottom decked, I guess that's guaranteed. Also, hopefully the thing is, so he goes with silver, which I'm not sure I like. So this guy missed, so be it. It's not gonna help me. I don't think a sleigh helps. I just think terminal space is kind of tight here. And so, to me, it looks tough. This is tough too, as I'd really like to buy a Silk Merchant, but I think I still do 2 trash. And just take 1 more silver. Once you have Destriers, it's pretty reasonable to take Changeling. You have Destriers or Advisors, really. Those are both cards you'd be okay with almost any amount. Second Paddock, I'm not. It's probably okay. It's probably okay, but I'm not totally in love with that. Silk Merchants, I think, will pretty much always be reasonable buys here. I have to think if I want to do Silk Merchant or Destrier. Probably can't use the buy yet. I don't want the Changeling yet. Still don't want Changeling. They opted for the Silk Merchant over the... I mean, if you can get a chain, like if you get a turn where you play a couple, that's really nice. He's going for Changelings already, which... Just one of them, I guess. One of them Changeling. To me, it seems maybe early for a Changeling, but what do I know? He gets 8. Really nice. Would have been nicer here to bottom deck the thing, but wasn't to be. I'm gonna take 1 too. This could be really sad. This is looking to be very sad. They hadn't shuffled yet. Makes sense. They didn't play their Changeling yet either. So I guess they'll get to do that on a Destrier this turn. Oh no, they didn't have their Changeling. Alright.
haven't looked for cavalry stuff. That could be, maybe was a huge mistake. I honestly just totally forgot cavalry existed, so there may have been turns where it was the thing to do. Because you can get changelings off of them? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I need to do that the next time I have money. I need to wake up. If the trashing doesn't pay off for me, yeah, like if he doesn't have some duddy turns, it's not gonna work. All right, so there the Destriers are emptying, I guess. I don't know. Silk Merchant. So they cycled Changeling there. They could have done cavalry stuff. But they chose not to. You want to save the draw, right? Okay. Good temple. Get back another one. Wait. Oh. What happens if you exchange before the thing? Do you still get the bonus? I'm not even sure how it works. I'm not even sure if it works in the way I'm describing or the way I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, it does. Alright, so what's the last card? Not copper. Is it like just a... It's just like another... Oh, it's another chain. Okay, well, I do want to draw that. We'll probably just pile. Actually, I can get... Well, this doesn't really do what I want to do, but... Not exactly, anyway. He may pile on his turn. Seems at least possible. But if not, I probably can pile on mine. They're drawing, so that's bad. Like they just gain a bunch of cavalries and they exchange for changelings and then use the changelings to empty silk merchants or whatever. Should work pretty easily. Man. He's gonna get it. I can't watch. It's gonna get it. He's gonna for sure get it. I don't know if I still feel like I probably need to do... I mean, I could do this, but lower, not quite as much, I guess. I don't know if that makes really much difference. You can just get so many cards in a turn. There's like no way he'll fail to empty. Oh, and he even still had more draw. I didn't even... Yeah, this is just super, super easy. But could have done several more cards worth too, so I don't know if it mattered. I guess the lowering the pile was the issue. I don't know. Honestly, you don't have to buy all that stuff. All right. Okay,
So he's up to 2-1. He's gotten the win on my first player. Another Silk Merchant board. All. I have a 3-4 again. So be it. Transmog looks really good. I guess you can do Bridge Mega Turn, which will just get the provinces. Okay, his 5-2, which fortunately here is garbage. I would have gone Silk Transmog, I think, if I had had the 4-3, but this is... Maybe not, maybe just this is better, I'm not sure. Yeah, 2-5 is straight up garbage here. The only way to beat the bridge thing would be like if there was a way to like get a bunch of provinces really quick. But I don't think you can do it. And a lot of the bridge deck doesn't have to actually be that fat because a lot of it is just living on experiments, which can disappear on the final turn. So it's not even like that bad of a wall thing, even though it'll be gaining multiple cards per turn. A lot of it won't stick around in the final deck. So it's not too bad for wall. They did get to play their T-Mog, and I didn't, even though I... Alright, so it's
not really the opening split was gonna help me out, but this did not particularly. I'm gonna get a bridge this turn. He didn't get to play his T-Mog at least, so that he bottom decked it in here. He's gonna have, I assume, well, surely he'll have $6. It's impossible not to have. I guess, yeah, because these are both estates. Can I trigger this, right? Even though it has good chances to be kind of sad. I could go to 6 and buy 2 experiments, but that's not. Maybe it is. This has got bridge, estate, couple of copper. I mean, it's got to be next turn. He gets Earths, but no. He didn't play it, but he could have saved a copper. Okay, we didn't get to the T-Mog. I mean, at least now I don't have to save those anyway. And that's some advantage. Now he's having a good turn. It's just gonna draw everything. Well, mostly everything. Ugh. The bottom deck is, what's he thinking? Like, did he bottom deck bridge? Otherwise, like, what would you even be? You're not gonna play an experiment to draw 1 stop card. I don't. He's just not playing the bridge. Just who knows? Did he get to do Earth's Gift here? Oh, he did. He get to do it. Oh no, he didn't. Did he really not have any coppers in hand? Weird. If I don't find, yeah, that's not workable. Not workable. Well, he kind of stopped here. I'm being a little salty. There's no reason for it. No need, no reason. Mound's Gift, not so nice, actually. It doesn't matter if he takes it now or next turn. He can, I was gonna say he could take the experiments away, would have hurt me quite a bit, but he thought he needed a Silk Merchant. Guess it's 2 coppers. Okay, this is really good. That was great for me. Peace of mind, if nothing else. He have his T-Mog. He does have his T-Mog down. They didn't call T-Mog. Force Gift could be potentially quite big at some point. People are probably going to have enough bridges down that it's just like another card buy or another set of experiments, maybe something like that. Yeah, I guess even on some turn it's better to, maybe I messed it up on my turn, to the order this stuff. You don't want to buy, well, that's not true because I did get this upside. I could do it this order, seems okay. I mean, you have to. You need to get all the buys. So then he has a terminal issue, so he's going to need Blessed Villages or Silk Merchants. I mean, the Silk Merchants just pay for themselves, so that's not totally... You need some villages. He also didn't do the T-Mog yet, so... Yeah, I mean, I guess you can empty the villages too, though that wouldn't probably work. They got river. This is gonna be tough for me to kind of maneuver around the piles. They're at 5. They're at 6. I guess they only added 1 gain, so they're at 6 gains. So that's maneuverable. We can work around that. Well, 7. Oh yeah, more than 7. 8. 8 gain. That's a lot of gain. That is a lot of gains. That is a number of gains. I guess one option for me is to lower silk merchants. Oof. Oof. This is just all, and the blessed villages potentially are chained. So right now to empty takes 7, 10 gains. I can buy a province. I guess until the silk merchants get to 4 or 3, they're not really any worse than anything else. So a couple of them is pretty safe. Maybe even 3 of them is safe. So it's still at 10 gains. If I got one of these and one of these in a province, what does that look like for me? Losing? I mean, I score some points, I guess. I may need to take back one of the silk merchants. If I get one of these and one of these, then we have 5, 10, or 5. Well, he's gonna have to play experiments. Okay. Yeah, the experiments count a little differently. Also, I'm not gonna draw with my current sitch. It's because I don't have any experiments. How many experiments can you buy knowing they're probably going to have to play sufficient number of them? They're gonna have to play a ton of them. Oh wait, sorry, God. I'm just so to worry. I mean, oof, this is really bad. Really, really bad. I meant to undo one of the Silk Merchant buys, maybe. I don't know what I meant to do. I can't draw this deck though, so. Because I added I didn't replace the amount of draw I played at all. Not even close. Stupid. Basically, I think I didn't need a province. I think I could have bought stuff and had threat. Because he isn't drawing the entire deck without playing a bunch of experiments. So there were never going to be that many left. Ugh. I don't think can actually get all that close to piling. Yeah. So now what are we going to do? Just slog it out in provinces? Or is he going to buy a bunch of Silk Merchants now and risk me piling? I don't actually have threat. I seriously don't, given my hand, but even my deck doesn't have that much draw in it. So I have 1 Silk Merchant, 2, 3 Silk Merchants, 4, 5. So I can draw 10 cards. So I can't even draw, I can only draw less. I'm going to leave 6 cards in my deck. If I've looked at this count correctly. So it's I don't have threat really unless I get extremely lucky. That doesn't mean it's easy for him to lower safely either though, but
Because, like, if you stack my deck, I can probably pile out this turn. And certainly if like one of the 4 costs was lowered by 1, it would be not that hard. Or that. So it may be a case where we start greening, both of us, and then our decks just don't do anything ever again. Doesn't seem impossible. He may be more disciplined than me. He may wait. He may figure out the gains and stuff and make it work, but if I can province again, I can province 3 times or something before he does his very good turn. Wall will help me out. So he's gonna get a province. Get some experiment. Yeah, so like I would say there's probably a world where it's possible for me to 3 pile now. It's not very likely. I do have a lot of bridges left in here. He's gonna double province. Does he have his other bridge or not? And I mean, then it's like, what do you do the next turn? You could dead really early without villagers. Well, I mean, any of us can dead pretty easily. Either. I unfortunately played more villages than... maybe it's okay. There's like a couple in here, but... I'm gonna get a silk merchant. I'm gonna stop. Question would be... where does that put me on Triumphal Arc versus Wall if I pile? Guess I can't pile. if I draw Blessed Village and Silk Merchant, I can pile. But I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know if that's winning. Otherwise I can stop here and take Province plus some junk. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, like if I play on and I would have to find the village and the Silk Merchant, because just the Silk Merchant doesn't work. Because it's just I don't have the villagers to do it. So I could go bridge. Maybe even not worth playing this third bridge, I don't know. Well, bridge alone, it's like just by province. We're just gonna live or die by whether we either go for a win now, which it's not even clear it's a win, so I should actually calculate that also. Like I might score a couple of Triumphal Arc points off buying these cards here. I might do 2 Triumphal Arcs, maybe 3. Maybe 3. Not clear. And then, but it would be minus 8 points. So it would need to be it would need to be 3 Triumphal Arcs. Right. And if I already have 3 of 2 things, then it's not gonna be that many. So I don't even think there's a win, like even if I go for it. I don't get the T-Mog down. He has the T-Mog down. So we're just gonna lose. We're gonna lose right now for sure. For sure. Unless he duds. Or pseudo dud. I mean, there's the decks are messy enough. There's a wide range of outcomes that can occur for either player, so it's not like dud or no dud or draw deck. There's a bunch of different. There's a whole continuum of things that can happen. So it's hardly. That's not really a concern. And I'll go into this next shuffle with like no villages. Basically. I could have used, like, do I use one? I mean, and buy the Silk Merchant? Like, he's gonna. I don't know. This is terrible. He'll just T-Mog into Silk Merchant. He'll win. Just finish. But I don't know that it'll. I don't know. He's gonna have it though. Like,
I'm sure he's just looking for his finish on T-Mog, though he won't know. Like, he won't know for sure that the call is okay to do or is winning. I guess he could like have a hand that was like really likely to be able to double province. That's possible. That doesn't seem like if you're holding a province here and like 2 experiments or something, you probably, I mean, he's got 4 coffers. Yeah, like you can pretty safely mill and just draw up and buy. But I don't know what his draw, what his hand is at all. So it could be that he has a tough choice. You just don't know. He has a ton of coffers though, so he will, maybe it's like total dud. I mean, it's hard for it to be total dud with T-Mog, right? Like there's something in hand he can change into something else to make draw probably a little better. But what that would be isn't necessarily super clear. I didn't get T-Mog down, so like I can't even really threaten mill if I get a turn, which is very unlikely. I'm sorry. Whoa. It's just, oh no, it just takes. I mean, it's not easy, I'm sure. Choices. Just been a very long match. Four games shouldn't take 2 hours and 40 minutes. Well, we'll probably come in under. Not clear. The game I was most sad about losing was definitely the Rats one. I am curious if anyone saw that I just missed some easy way to get the pile out. Because I don't know if what I did was better, because he was doing some nice stuff with the camel trains and things. I definitely wasn't, yeah, I knew that was going to pop up. It definitely wasn't going to, I didn't have to, lower the Rats so much and lower the pile so much. So he's calling. We'll see if it's on the mill. It is the mill. That's interesting that he went that direction, though. To me, like, surely just up to province is way easier. Like, he must have $8 in hand by now. I mean, he'll probably get double also, but like why did he not have any draw? Maybe. Someone will have to explain it to me, because it looks weird from my perspective, but maybe he had no experiments in hand. Or maybe it is it seems real, it seems real unlikely that T-Mog direction was the easiest way to get the finish, but I'll have to look at his hand. Maybe I'll just do that right now out of, curiosity. All right. I'm curious. I'm just curious. How do I do this? No one in spec's gonna want to listen to me do this because they already know what happened, but they could already see it themselves. What is like a good decision number where the bot won't? I want to be. Oh wait, I gotta do that. Did somebody go into voice chat? I can't hear. I don't have headphones on. This is wait. Okay. So something smart. It's on his way to the semis. If he did it from a hand of no draw and went province to silk merchant, that's pretty baller. Holy cow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wonder if bridge to silk works, or if it's only that one that ends up working. He draws a bunch of cards. Bridge silk does it too. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know from that hand. Should he even go for it? I don't even know if I have. I don't know. My hand was okay. I had 2 experiments, but it could have petered out pretty quickly. That's pretty funny. Like from here you go province to silk merchant. That does not feel, having looked at it, that does not feel like the highest percent play. Because at least if you go bridge to T-Mog or bridge to silk merchant, I mean, I can still kind of, you can still do some stuff even if you don't double, right? And you haven't taken away 6 points or 5 points, right? Well, no, it's 6 because yeah, it's like if you do dud, like if this thing doesn't find anything, trashing the province is you're dead. You're just dead. I don't know that my deck was at the level of consistency that you have to say do or die yet in that fashion. But you draw 2 experiments, then there you go. Didn't have any Blessed Village stuff going on to like have made that more likely. I mean, he had quite a few experiments. That's wild. Draws all but 1. Bottom deck's I don't know what he bottom decks actually. Maybe an estate. I think all my estates were gone. He still had 2 estates, or maybe I still had 1. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. This was interesting. Oh, is I just saw Dan's DM now. Did he just already have it in hand and didn't see it? Apparently I'm just as oblivious as thanks, Dan. Apparently I'm just as oblivious as he was. That's so funny. Yeah, that is in fact That is, in fact, the simplest line. So it just goes to show you that I would have probably, well, I don't know what I would have. I was sort of looking for drawing lines because I was just assuming that that was what was needed from him. Anyway, well, okay. I hope this was at least funny in a laugh at Mick be a fool kind of way. Thanks everyone for watching and sticking around for a long match. And I'll catch you all later.